Hello there, fellas, and this is Cameron, coming here from my YouTube channel, Dragon Cam 13, and today I'll be giving my thoughts regarding that gang grape juice situation that happened in India, apparently near the border with Nepal, and let me see here that I remember I was getting to disagreements on Twitter, being like, "Oh, nah, that shit wouldn't happen with me. I'm only fucking 20. I'm in my athletic fucking prime. Blah 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 blah. That shit would have never happened with me." Because you see, at first, with how like a lot of people were telling like the news story, they were making it fucking seem like this couple was simply just walking through, man, just walking through neighborhood, and they got like held up and shit like that. That's what I thought, because I know for a fact if I'm getting fucking held up, man, I'm going Jackie Chan at that bitch, for example. But real shit though, man, it's also a situation of what I didn't realize, that whenever those 7 men came with knives, these fuckers these fuckers, man, were sleeping in a fucking tent beside a fucking road, a public, not a private road, a fucking public road, which is the dumbest, most retarded white people shit I've ever seen, that most white people wouldn't even fucking do. Because I understand the woman, she's not white, she's a Brazilian. Well, fuck, she's pretty much a parda brasileira, right? But the dude, like her man, I think he's like a fucking Spaniard. So white adjacent, whatever y'all niggas want to consider Spaniards, but it's fucking retarded that this entire situation could have been fucking avoided in the first place. Because first of all, who the fuck with common sense is going to put up a tent aside a busy fucking road? Because first of all, if his wife didn't get fucking grape juiced, first of all, they were going to get fucking robbed eventually. Because I wouldn't even do this shit in my own fucking neighborhood. I live in a rural fucking area, man, where most of the people living around me are family members. I still wouldn't do that shit. I would not do that shit. Maybe alongside a gravel road near my fucking house, but that's private property. That's private property. But not alongside the busy ass road, because like I said, first of all, if you're not getting grape juice, you're getting your fucking pockets rammed, my nigga. And that's the fucking problem that a lot of these fucking people aren't realizing. Because it's going to be a situation where oh my fucking God. What makes it even worse thinking about it now is that, oh well, I hold no hatred against the people of India. You're a beautiful culture. How the fuck you gonna say some shit like that right after your wife got raped, nigga? What? And it's funny because she was wide-eyed after that, like, oh my God. Let me finish. Honestly, fam, it's one of those situations where people gotta fucking realize the third world, like it. If you wouldn't do this shit in the first world, definitely won't do this shit in the third world, because the third world has much less regulations and much more fucking corruption. If it was a rich motherfucker doing some of these crimes, where they could have just paid off the cops like, here you go, buddy, and just go about their fucking day. Because, like I said, man, the girl was a fucking Brazilian. She know damn well her tan ass wouldn't do that shit in fucking Brazil, because if she did that shit in fucking Brazil, like what cities like Rio de Janeiro, Maracanã, Sao Paulo, fucking Manaus, she wouldn't do that shit. Them motherfuckers would have ran them damn pockets. Fuck, you be sleeping, them niggas a tick. All you shit while you sleeping, you wake up, the whole fucking tent going, man. The whole fucking tent going. Then it would be more of a situation where it wouldn't really end in grape. It would end when niggas getting fucking robbed and possibly dying, bro. Because if she wouldn't do that shit in Brazil, and he wouldn't do that shit in Spain, because what? He's a fucking Spaniard. Spain also has like a high unemployment crisis for like their young people, especially like a lot of their Gen Z people, right? That would have literally ended in a fucking situation where somebody's getting fucking robbed. somebody's getting robbed and beat up on. Like, they're both from, well, one country I'd say is first. Can you even consider Spain first world? I guess. In another country, that's like second world / third world. In the case of her country, in the case of Brazil. Well, if you wouldn't do that shit in your own fucking country, why the fuck would you do that to some random ass third world country? Because you see, this is the main problem of people who come from affluence, like background wise, like what, somewhat relatively wealthy, you know, stuff like that, or very sheltered, compared to people who actually lived in the fucking trenches. Like in my case, I'm from a rural fucking area. I'm from a rural area, but I lived in a fuck ton of like just really ghetto ass fucking neighborhoods between the ages of like 4 to 17, for example. Until I went back to my rural area at 17. Well, you see, first of all, if I was going into a random ass neighborhood, let alone a fucking major street, first of all, I'm not going into that bitch unless I have a fucking switchblade on me. At least one switchblade on me, or a fucking metal pipe or something. Because this is just stupid. This is just like, even whenever people camp, they bring fucking weapons with them because they know for a fact that if you won't have a problem with fucking bears and bobcats, you know, stuff of that nature, then you'd have a problem with other people. Because this reminded me of something that I read, man, that had to do with like this murder case that happened in Louisiana like a few decades ago. I think back in the 70s, where what, man? It was pretty much this dude was making out with his woman in their car and shit like that, and two dudes pull up on him and told him to get the fuck out of that car with guns pointing at him. And that was even fucking camping. I mean, that's one of those situations where you have to use common fucking sense. You got to use common sense. Like, just, come on, man. People need to use common fucking sense. If that shit could happen to people who probably weren't even there for that long, they were probably there for 20 minutes compared to motherfuckers that were sleeping that people ran up on them. It's just, use common fucking sense, people. Use common fucking sense. Oh my fucking God, because like I said, I don't know a single person out here else stupid enough to put up a tent alongside a major fucking road. If you're going to put up a fucking tent, do that shit a decent little piece away from that major fucking road. Because you have a fucking, like those motherfuckers had a motorcycle, they could easily put that bitch at least, what, man, a fucking mile away. Where they could have kind of been in the middle of nowhere. Could have had a fucking metal pipe on them, because I don't know why people are acting like, oh, no, in a different country, they can't get to be strapped up. Motherfucker, you can still have a damn metal pipe on you. Then not to mention, if you sleeping outside, first of all, you should never be in deep sleep knowing damn well you're sleeping outside. Because humans were naturally evolved to be light fucking sleepers in case they hear some strange shit going on. Like I said, especially they know they're in a very unprotected, very vulnerable area. So, just, oh my fucking God, it's, how this shit is going to end, it's going to more than likely end with her breaking up with this fucking nigga or divorcing him if they're married or some shit. Because, I mean, he obviously seemed more like the sugar daddy. This nigga looked at 60-something years old. She looked at like she was fucking 30-something. More than likely, how this shit is going to end, she might take half of his money, she might take a quarter of his money, she might not take any of his money, but it's going to end in a situation where what, man? She's going to divorce this nigga, and she's more than likely going to end up with a dude that's much more close to her age that can actually defend her fucking ass and actually going to keep her in her fucking place. Because you see the problem, like a lot of these older dudes that be with these younger chicks, they be letting these fucking younger chicks guide them. Because I know damn well, I know damn well I would never let my woman tell me some dumb shit like, oh, let's set up a tent in this open ass fucking area right next to the fucking highway. I'd be like, you're a stupid motherfucker. We going to the damn hotel. Fuck that shit. And that's it. That's it. Put your fucking foot down. Don't let your fucking woman control you and shit, nigga. Because I know, like I said, I know damn well that was her that made that decision too, because you could tell by the mannerisms that she was the one that was in charge in that relationship. This is why major age gap relationships don't fucking work, because the old man couldn't protect her. And the old man let himself get ran over. A younger dude would never allow no shit like that to happen, because younger dude wouldn't be like, oh, she's a gem, because my old ass, like, if I couldn't get her, my old ass would have been with a bitch my age. Instead of, Actually, like in the case of a younger dude where they're just like, well, if you don't want to listen, oh, well, just go somewhere else. That's it. That's it. Well, I'll be honest with you, fellas. I mean, the moral of this story is to use common fucking sense. Use common fucking sense. Don't put yourself in stupid fucking situations. If you're an American and you're in shape, you know, decent enough fighting, you're not really in danger in a lot of these third world countries where these people are anorexic as fuck. Like in case motherfuckers are trying to mug you and they don't have knives and shit. That's a winnable situation. But if you sleeping on the ground, you got knives to your neck, you're fucked, buddy. You're fucked and your pockets are getting ran. But this is also a common sense situation that you always do research before you go to a fucking area in any given country. Make sure you know people there so they can give you the fucking download of which areas to go to, which areas to not go to, where to find the cheapest hotel, where to find the cheapest luxury hotel, you know? Bullshit like that. Like, honestly, a lot of you people need to stop this hippie mentality about all of this fucking bullshit. You're going to end up fucking dying. You're going to end up dying doing this dumb shit. Because it's, like I said, it's funny. She was able to go to Afghanistan. She was able to go to all these fucking Islamic countries, man. Even meet the Taliban and stuff like that, where what? These niggas weren't going to touch her in the first place. Because, first of all, these niggas actually gave a fuck about their religion. I mean, Islam doesn't tolerate a lot of that perversion bullshit. Not to mention the fact that what, man? India is also known for a lot of perverted bullshit going on. Like, I even heard the situation of a dude talking about like, yo, man, my mom went to this market and shit like that. My mom's 50-something years old. This young motherfucker was trying to sexually assault her and then try to play dumb. And I'm just like, bruh, these niggas have a fucking problem, dude. Don't travel to a known sex pest country as a fucking woman. Especially if the person you're traveling with is going to be an old-ass motherfucker that's just going to let himself get walked all over. That's not going to put his fucking foot down. Y'all niggas got to stop this shit, man. Stop this bullshit. It's uncalled for. Stop that shit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. People, like a lot of these fucking Westerners, need to stop having naive-ass fucking viewpoints about the world. But, well, this video was already long enough. I mean, I pretty much said some of my main thoughts about it, where this is really just a fucking skill issue. Common sense. Bullshit. Warning against retardation. And this is Cameron signing out. My regards.